Welcome to Sweet Soul Pilates. Please remember to engage your core, protect your spine, breathe, and be sweet to you. Today we have a 16-minute hourglass sculpt, sequence and repetition style. Let's come onto our hands and knees as we come down for a child's pose stretch. Opening up those knees, sinking in. And then let's roll ourselves up to seated as we prepare to bring both of our arms overhead. Placing our hands together, leaning over towards the right side first, and then the left. And let's bring our hands behind our back and overhead once more. And now we'll come into position onto our hands and knees for some cat-cows. Opening up the spine and chest. Taking some deep breaths here. And our first move today, we will be extending our right leg, taking a leg lift, and then lifting our leg to a rainbow. So a little bit of a combo move. Again, you're lifting that right leg, bringing it back down, and then lifting to rainbow. Tapping to the other side of your mat. Engaging your core, pulling your belly up towards your spine. Focus is down towards the mat. And now we'll do the same on our left leg. So again, we're lifting up, coming back down, and then lifting to rainbow, bringing that foot to the other side of our mat for a tap. Still engaging your core, exhaling and inhaling. And we'll be on our hands and knees again. We're going to be working our right leg first, taking 2 hydrants and then 2 kickbacks. Let's begin. Again, opening up that right leg for 2 hydrants, and then kicking that leg back and up for 2 kickbacks. Keeping up this little sequence here. 2 hydrants, 2 kickbacks. Engaging your core. Nice and controlled here. Slow movements. And now we'll do the same on our left leg. So we're on our hands and knees. We'll be taking 2 hydrants on our left leg and 2 kickbacks. This is your reminder to be pulling your belly up towards your spine, engaging your core. Focus is down towards the mat. Again, 2 hydrants, 2 kickbacks. And now let's come around to a seated position, legs slightly bent as we lay our upper body flat. We're going to place our hands behind our head, and we're going to bring our elbow to our opposite knee and alternate sides. So you're coming up for a crunch, opposite elbow, opposite knee, hands behind your head, bringing your shoulders off the mat. Exhaling as you lift. And now we'll roll ourselves up to come onto our left hip, legs slightly bent, resting on that forearm, extending the other arm outward. And we're going to take some hip raises as our arm comes up overhead to tap the mat and back around to tap our foot. So you're using that bottom leg to help lift your hips up, bringing that arm overhead and to foot. Be sure to have lots of control here. Exhaling and inhaling. And now we should be on our right hip to do the same on this side. Legs slightly bent, bringing that arm out, lifting our hips up as we bring our arm overhead to tap and back to tap our foot. Let's keep it up. And now we're back at the top of our sequence and repetition. I will be reminding you throughout, but in case you do remember, great job. So we are starting with our right leg to take those leg lifts to rainbow. And now we're on our left leg to do the same. Lifting, tapping back down, lifting to rainbow to tap the other side of our mat. This is your reminder to breathe, exhaling and inhaling, engaging your core. Never want to hold your breath. And now we're on our right hydrants, 2 hydrants, and 2 kickbacks. Nice and controlled. Again, slow movements. That's the goal here. And we're taking those 2 hydrants on our left leg this time, and 2 kickbacks. This is your reminder to pull your belly up towards your spine to engage your core. Exhaling through the move. And this is your opposite elbow to opposite knee, hands behind your head, bringing your shoulders slightly off the mat. Again, opposite elbow, opposite knee. And now we're rolling up to our left hip for those hip raises as we bring our arm overhead and to foot. And let's switch. Let's come onto our left hip again, extending our top leg only, bringing our arm overhead. We're going to lift our leg and bring our hand both up towards the sky for a tap, for an oblique crunch, and extending again. I really want you to reach into this extension as you reset to bring both up towards the sky for a tap. Exhaling as you lift. And let's do the same on our right hip. That bottom leg is bent, top leg extended, arm overhead, lifting both up towards the sky for a tap, reaching into this extension. Now let's come to a seated position just for a moment. And then we'll be coming down onto our forearms, extending one leg out at a time for our full plank. If you need a modified version, you can come down onto your knees. Pulling that belly up towards your spine, focuses down towards the mat. And let's lay flat as we press ourselves up for a cobra stretch, pushing up and back into a child's pose. And let's roll ourselves up to seated, giving ourselves a hug, crossing one arm over the other, and switch. And now we'll come to the center of our mat as we prepare to bring our arms overhead 2 times for 2 deep breaths as we close out today's class. I will see you all next time. Bye.